Deep in an old forest, where the trees touched the sky and the rivers sang softly, there lived a crow named Kalo. Kalo was not a bad bird. He was sharp, clever, and always curious. But Kalo had one problem. He was never satisfied. When he had one piece of bread, he wanted two. When he had a nest, he wanted a bigger one. When other birds rested, Kalo was always searching, always wanting more. One evening, as the sun was setting and the forest turned golden, Kalo spotted something strange, a tree right in the middle of the forest. But this was no ordinary tree. Its leaves shimmered like silver. Its bark glowed faintly in the fading light. And at its roots, there were small, perfect fruits, each one glowing like a tiny star. Kalo landed slowly. He looked around. No one else was there. He pecked at one small fruit and whispered without thinking, "I wish I had a bigger nest." And just like that, he blinked, and on the branch above him sat the most beautiful nest he had ever seen. Strong, wide, soft inside, perfect. Kalo's eyes went wide. He couldn't believe it. He grabbed another fruit, closed his eyes tight. "I wish for the finest food every morning." And the next morning, his nest was surrounded by the most delicious food. Seeds, fruits, bread, things he had never tasted before. He laughed with joy. "This tree is magic. This tree is magic." Days passed. Every morning, Kalo flew to that tree. Every morning he made a new wish. First, it was food. Then it was gold. Then it was a bigger territory. Then he wished that other birds would bow before him. Then he wished the whole forest was his, and every wish came true. But here's the strange thing. The more Kalo received, the emptier he felt inside. He had everything, but nothing felt like enough. He stopped enjoying the food because he had too much of it. He stopped valuing his beautiful nest because he wanted an even grander one. He had no real friends now. Other birds feared him, avoided him. He was alone at the top, and still he went back to that tree. One night, he stood before it with wild eyes and a restless heart. He looked at the tree, at its glowing fruits, its silver leaves, and he said, "I want it all. I want to own this magic tree. I want to be the most powerful creature in this entire world." He reached out with his claws to grab the tree itself, and then the glow stopped. The silver leaves went dark. The fruits fell and turned to dust. The tree shook once, like a quiet warning, and then stood completely still. Just a tree. An ordinary, dry, lifeless tree. Kalo blinked. He grabbed a branch, shook it, screamed at it. Nothing. He flew back to his grand nest. It was gone. He searched for his food. Nothing was there. His gold, his territory, his power, all of it had vanished, like it never existed. He was back to being just a crow, alone on a bare branch, with nothing. He sat there in the cold, silent night, and for the first time in a long time, he cried. Sometimes we become so focused on getting more that we forget to protect what we already have. Kalo wasn't punished because he made wishes. He was punished because he forgot why those wishes mattered. He forgot the joy of a warm meal, the peace of a simple home, the beauty of a life that is enough. Greed doesn't grow from having too little. It grows from never being grateful for what you have. So ask yourself today, what do you already have that you've stopped seeing? Because sometimes the magic was never in the tree. It was always inside you.